Hey, what's up, everybody? Pastor Mike Jr. here. I wanted to pause for a moment and let you know I'm just so excited about what I feel God is about to do in and through the lives of the people here at Rock City Church. It's Greatest Gift Weekend, Greatest Gift Week. We're kicking it off Sunday. People are coming from across the country, and so many people are saying, Pastor Mike, I'm just excited to give. I believe. I told you last Sunday, don't sow a seed, SEED, where you cannot what? See. So I pray that you see God doing something. I pray that you see God's hand, not just on the church's life, but on my life. I pray you trust me as your pastor to make sure I'm hearing from God and leading us in the right direction. I wanted to give you a couple of things before this weekend. If you're coming from out of town, do me a favor. Try to get to church early. I want to make sure if you're coming from out of town, you at least get a seat in the sanctuary as best as possible. I would love to meet you. I'm going to do my best to meet every person who comes from out of town. We're going to do our best to work hard to make sure we at least get a hug and a quick thank you and I love you. Also, if you're giving this weekend, I'm pushing you to give via text to give versus Cash App. Why, Pastor Mike? I'm going to always lead by example. That's how I give. That way, when I do my taxes, I can just print it off myself right there from text to give. Someone asked me this week, they said, Pastor Mike, what is a sacrificial offering? Here's my personal philosophy. If it didn't hurt, it didn't work. So when I pray about what I'm going to give on Greatest Gift Weekend, it's one of those things where I say, okay, God, what are you calling me to? And the moment I feel that anxiousness, like, I'm like, that's where God is. Because if it doesn't require faith, then what is it? So for me, that's what I'm believing God for. I'm pushing you to be all God is calling you to be and so much more. So let's talk about this. Number one, I am asking you, if you're coming from out of town, man, try to get here early. I would love to meet you. I want to make sure you get a seat in the sanctuary. I'm going to do my best. We only have so many seats, but we're going to do our best. Number two, if you're giving, pray over that seed. Make sure you give via text to give or however else you give. Try to stay away from Cash App. But number three, pray. And prayer is so important. I've been praying now for probably 5 or 6 months about what it is I was going to give. I shared it with Lady and she said, oh Lord. But I really believe God for something big. I got boys who want to go to college, want scholarships. I got a baby girl who wants to do this. I got a family who's believing God for so much more. My mother is getting ready to have surgery at the top of the year. I just feel a pressing to say, okay, God, I'm going to sow a seed, not only to tell you thank you for 2025, 24, but I'm getting ahead of whatever the devil may throw at me in 2025. I'm speaking by faith. I'm going to thrive. My family is going to thrive. My church, my business, everything attached to me is going to thrive. So I want you to pray over what you're going to give. So real quickly, number one, try your best to get here early if you're coming from out of town. Number two, try to stay away from Cash App. Text to give. You can text iRock with the amount you wish to give to 28950. Number three, I want you to pray over it. What I plan on doing with my family is we're going to wake up in the morning. We're going to pray over our seed. And I always want to try to lead the charge on when we give. So I'm excited about what God is doing. I love you. I'm praying for you. I believe that the best is yet to come. We will thrive in 2025. And you're going to be the proof that even when life is lifing, God is still God. I love you. I can't wait to see you this weekend. I just wanted to pop in and tell you that I love you. I can't say it enough, man. You guys have always been so supportive, so honoring. And I just pray that I continue to trust God. I told you, don't sow a seed where you do not see. And I pray you see God's hand on my life, God's hand on this church, and you can see that God is doing miracles here at Rock City Church. I love you. And I believe the best is yet to come. Let's thrive, y'all. Peace.